Right. So I'm now on Azata. On the dragon. Went back. And just... I couldn't go with the dragon. Couldn't do it. I'm continuing to be in Azata. My main army. I believe all our armies are gone. Oh, what the fuck. Apparently we can get these hardened veterans. Seem pretty awesome. Loads of health, loads of damage. Wow. So expensive, 1,600 each per unit? What in the hell? And wait, we still got our generals. She's not available for a few days though. I'll just wait around a bit. I just want her. We still have that thing. As units to target army, total value of that. Unit type is chosen randomly from the units that are already present in the army. There, we can just split them out. So I want to do that in marksman, but I don't have marksman right now, this time. So I bought the hedge knights. Don't really want them. I shouldn't have done paladins though. And I might get the clerics. I don't know. We've got the Yamazadas. They can do some healing instead. Can they do any offensive things though? I like cast spells. Cure spell, dispel magic. Can we see anything else other than that? I'm sure they can do. We have hedge knights, rangers. There's Mongol sharpshooters again if we can get them back. I'm sure. Then I have the dwarves again. I think we're gonna have the paladins. I might just have the Yamazadas instead of clerics this time. I want the hardened veterans, they seem ridiculous. So, can I get them as a recurring unit? To build the right building. We need to do more building. Is there a new thing? Recruitment thing. Hall of Champions. In the Hall of Champions, the best warriors face off against each other in sparring matches and enjoy all the privileges befitting fighters of such high status. Provides weekly recruitment growth for hardened veterans, Knights of Ozum, Arcanists, Dragon Slayers, Blood Rages and Honor Guards. So it's plus 21 hit chance, 28 to 35 damage, wow. And loads of health and armor. Grand tier unit. Knights of Ozum. Even more armor. Ridiculous armor, but with less damage. And cure wounds as well. Slayer of Undead. Warriors of a legendary order dedicated to the goddess Iomedae. Breaking away from their vigil over the Whispering Tyrant's prison, they came to the aid of their brothers and sisters in Mendev in repelling the attack on Galarian. Whispering Tyrant's prison. You need like a lich or something. People can't kill. They locked him up. The Knights of Ozum. Over the generations, many generations has been keeping guard at his prison. I'd like to know more about this dude, if I meet him in a later game or something. Bonus damage, hit chance against undead. Not a power, spell casting. How did veterans do any? They got no power. They don't cast spells. It's pure fighters. Magnificent guardians of the Mendelian throne, who descended from the best noble families and received an excellent military education. Their very presence on the battlefield inspires the army. Arcanists, a lot of magic power, spellcasters. Less health and armor. No melee damage. They have magic missile, cone of cold. Arcanists are masters of arcane magic who combine their accumulated knowledge of the laws behind the art of spellcasting with the power granted by their innate gift. Dragon Slayers. Oh my god! Damage 165 to 174. Hit chance 33. What in the shit? Monster Slayer. Reckless daredevils who can single-handedly fight the most terrible monsters. They know the monsters' tricks, so they don't rush into close combat before they properly exhaust their foes with the help of projectiles shot from a distance. Exhaust them, you obliterate them in one shot. Wow, Dragon Slayers. Blood Rages are insane as well. Not as much health. Warriors who have a very special blood running through their veins. In the heat of battle they can unleash its power, descending into a state of horrible blood rage. Round defense. Cannot be flanked. Tempest Strike. Unit's next attack will deal damage to all adjacent enemy units. Wow. Honor Guards. Special Forces, Long Spear. Seem like as great as the others. Charge. Magnificent Guardians of the Mendelian Throne, who descended again. Same. They're very Heroic Gate. All allied units within a radius of 2 squares gain extra hit chance, armor, morale. I think we want the bloody Dragon Slayers. Holy shit. What damage is doing? What in the hell? Rangers just seem really good. Need to save up for the Hall of Champions immediately. Need 2,250 materials. I got a lot of money. Let's do it now, man. $50K. I have 1 million. Good. Another 10,000 for 2,000 more finance points. Green Hall of Champions. That was massive. Oh my god. I couldn't. Damage. I can't be bothered moving it all. Bother moving it all around. It's fine. Into hit chance. Smithy. AC. Sell the smithy and move it over there. Because I'm gonna get the archers, dragon slayers. Yeah, let's do it. Smithy, you rebuild it straight away. You build it for just about what you sold it for, just about. That's awesome. Then main hall of champions. Seven days to construct. Oh my god, I want to get those dragon slayers. Don't worry, Avu, they're not gonna get you, Avu. I'm just gonna buy more finance points now. We're gonna get the clerics or not? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with these Yammer Azatas. We have Dragon Slayers, Rangers, Hedge Knights, and Dwarves. These marks, so we have these, and then Marksmen and Dwarves. And the Champions. Marksmen, Dwarves, Champions. Dragon Slayers, Marksmen, Dwarves. I think we're not gonna get the clerics. We can do Lay on Hands. Stores power D6 times unit number HP to the target unit. They have 5 power. It's not a proper heal spell. Wait, channel positive energy heal living? gonna try to get the Azatas for now. Get the clerics for now. Now we search. No marksman. No. Please reload. Bandits. Whoops. Marksman again. More hedge knights. Use it to get marksman. Marksman and hedge knights. Nice. I'll have that one. Need 5,000. Finance points, which is 25k. Fine. Below, so I don't need all that. Buy the marksman now. Those are the hedge knights, and these are the rangers. I'm gonna do that on the marksman. Yeah. Let's save it. And do it on the hedge knights. How many hedge knights or rangers do I get? If I split them up. Why do we have Babals there? Do it in hedge knights. Doing 200 hedge knights? Oh, right. I think we just want to do it in the marksman now. Marksman is the most damage dealers. So. We're doing the rangers. Well, potentially. Yeah. Just do it in marksman. And then maybe do it on the Dragon Slayers later. From that point onwards, or the marksman still. That's how we get. So take the marksman down here, and then getting 300 marksmen. Oh my god. assign you for now. Just so that you in the army as well. And just start taking all of you over here now. Can't click on the map anymore. Find the quickest route. Don't do that anymore. Okay. Daring strike. Spies reported that two high-ranking demons are currently at each other's throats, and their forces are in disarray. Command staff is planning to take advantage of this infighting and is already preparing a daring surprise attack. The officers are asking the commander to determine what should be done, what should be the main focus in the attack. Maximum damage to the enemy, daring blow ritual. Every 20 days, all units in the target army take 20 times mythic rank physical damage. I can use that every 20 days, so it's one of these abilities, that's cool. 20 days. All units in the target army receive the studied target feat, -2 penalty to armor, that's for 7 days. Seizing trophies, raid for plunder. You gain 11,000 finance points, 500 material, and 100 energy points. Is that repeatable though? I say it's repeatable. So just once. Saving prisoners and slaves. Freeing the prisoners. Recruitment growth increases by 20% for 15 days. Yeah, more army, go army. I think we will grow our army. Don't really like that. Only one target army. Long term thing is growing your army. Like the rest are kind of short term. Yeah. Save everyone. Special units have been formed that will free any captives and deliver them to Dresden. Awesome. Okay. Rank up. So we need to rank all my companions up with mythic level as well. Oh god. Okay, so now. So I picked Azata this time. Let's continue with Azata. So I now have this ability where I can Azata spell. What is it? Joy of Life. This spell restores all companions' spell slots up to the 5th level. Everyone's spells up to 5th level spells. I can do that twice, 2 times a day before resting. What? Some of these Azata spells are insane. Okay, 4 mythic rank 8. to save. And then we'll go to our core, and then we'll start exploring again. Go to Chili Creek. Looking for Camellia now. Weapon specialization, kinetic blast. Is that even possible? I'm not sure. There's no weapon specialization. Why? Why is weapon specialization? Don't get that. Weapon focus. Weapon specialization. Is that a fighter thing? Might not be able to get it. Maybe a fighter thing. I don't know any money for her. I don't know what else to get for her. She's already doing loads of damage, so I'm not really bothered. Point blank shot. Could do that. Didn't really need it though. Iron Will Mythic. Extra feet. What's supposed to get? I don't know. I know. Oh god. Point blank shot mythic maybe. Wait, can she get weapon focus here? And I know she can get it. I just didn't get it. Weapon specialization was called. Requires you to be a fighter. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay then. Anything else that would be good for her? Sickening critical. What was the last thing though? Yeah, allied spellcaster, no spellpen. Sickening critical, extra feet. Elven Spirit, allied spellcaster. There's another +2 spell pen. Allied and an allied spellcaster. Am I gonna get allied spellcaster? Don't know. +1 hit chance, not much, but it's something. Second critical. There's 2 more feats. Point blank shot, skill focus. Point blank shot will actually improve our hit chance a bit. Iron Will, Mythic. Can't do an extra mythic ability. Oh, we can. We can extra mythic. Alright, okay. So I don't want to cheat. It still shows up. You only take this mythic feat once, but it still shows up even if you've taken it. Always a chance. I'm gonna get that next though. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, we'll get that. Always a chance next. Yeah. So always a chance. Can't get that. And then extra feet. What was I get? Just spell pen. Elven Spirit. +2 spell pen. Go with her. Not gonna get over infused blasts. And so Lan, gonna do flawless attacks. We still haven't got that yet. Oh yeah, nice. Point blank shot mythic, we ain't got that yet either. Sneak attacker. Next spells, cleaving shots, ranging shots, exposing ability. Distracting shot, flawless attacks, mythic sneak attacker. And point blank shot. Weapon focus mythic. Weapon focus and greater weapon focus. Double the bonuses on your attack rolls. Weapon focus mythic, longbow. Where? Get that. Point blank shot mythic. I think we'll get mythic sneak attacker. Ah, flawless attacks. I don't know. Weapon focus mythic. Weapon focus longbow. Increases your hit chance, doesn't it? Even more. Weapon focus does what? He has weapon. With the bow, gain weapon focus and level 6 weapon specialization. No extra feet. The weapon focus longbow in greater weapon focus even a thing. You already got that now. Acquired. Hello. Focus. Focus mythic. Read a weapon focus. Requires you to be a fighter. So I give him a +1. To your +1 to your hit chance. I haven't got the other, I haven't got greater. So if I do that, I'll give you +1 to hit chance. Sneak attacker damage. Sneak attacker. we gotta go. Focus, mythic number. To the flawless attacks, increases top hit chance first before increasing the hit chance of his extra attacks. Yeah. They all go up. In point blank shot, mythic sneak attack does extra damage with each shot. Let's do that. Sealer. A toughness mythic? Yeah. Sounds like destructive. No, Thundering Blows is that one. She ain't got toughness yet. She hasn't. Gonna do that. You're super tough. After all, you are the tank. All the tank stuff. Toughness. More hit points. Armor focus. Not sure what arm I'm gonna have again though. Yeah, let's do toughness with it. We'll get toughness next. Darren, I don't know what to do with you anymore. We get greater abundant casting there. Weapons proficiency. I don't know what to do with Darren. More like healing things. Extra feet. And extra ability you already got. I think that once. It's so shiny. Can brew potions or something? Suppose you cast belong to that school. Cast level increased by 1. Suppose he casts healing, they all count as conjuration, don't they? I think. Yeah, healing spells all conjuration. Conjure life back into him. School mastery conjuration. Let's do that. You've same weapon focus mythic, weapon specialization, rules attacks, weapon focus mythic. We've already got weapon focus mythic. And game mythic sneak attacker. Alright, yeah, I'll do that now. Nice. I swap those around. Okay. Yeah, weapon focus mythic. Oh yeah. Thanks to you and another 1 to 6 damage. Oh my god. Same. And then flawless attacks. Last. I'll do that. I'll do that now. Flawless attacks now. Hit chance then damage. Good. 632, 18. It's fully buffed up. It's like 35 or something. What do you do his last level? Okay, I think that's that. Let's us go to our courts. Let's go on that. Quests. How long not doing quests since then? Whoa. Ranker. Joyful excitement reigns over the island. The 3 Crusaders are busy with hundreds of things at once. You hear songs, merry scuffling, bursts of laughter, and toasts. Ranker dances in place, humming a cheerful song. She seems to be composing it as it goes along, weaving in fragments she hears around her. Her song includes lines like, Glory to the halflings, and Mr. Venison stew is overcooked. Noticing you, she stops singing, cheerfully exclaims, Commander! Avu! You're finally back! Avu, well now, where is everyone? Come quickly, gather round! I need to brag about how Neil and I punched all the nasty demons in their horned heads back in the abyss. There's a Minotaur dude we saved in the Midnight Fane. He's joined us. Skirrenko and the Mimics. Ryveg, punching horns. Sound like fun. Ryveg wants to hear. You saved the Minotaur Ryveg from imminent death and invited him to your court. Oh, I remember you. We saved you back in the Midnight Fane. Your horns are pretty cute. But please don't gore me with them, even as a joke. Baby sniffs the air. Oh, look, who's here? Dragonlings, the ones you helped hatch. What? They're here? What? No, I was wondering whether those dragonlings would return. You used the power of Elysium to awaken the eggs of the evil dragon Devera. Who are they? And here I am, remember me? Charming minx, straight from the abyss. I promised I'd find you, and I did. The fox stretches her muscles, satisfied it's her. In the abyss you saved Charming Minx, a runaway Kitsune slave. Halfling warrior. Good to see you, Commander. How are you? Is anything left of the abyss? We want to go there once to blow off... We might want to go there once to blow off some steam. Or twice. Sculptors. Just look at Avu. She's grown so big. Commander, what are you feeding her? Can we have some too? Or maybe we should feed it to Skirrenthal and his treants. Just imagine, gigantic walking trees. They could carry entire detachments into battle. Listen up, everyone. Neil and I and all sorts of our friends went into the abyss. It was very scary and gross, and everyone was super mean. They all wanted to lie to us, or trick us, or kill us and eat us. Some demons even kidnapped me. Then Neil came and saved me. And then we defeated a whole bunch of nasty demons and came back. We are very brave heroes, but don't forget that brave heroes also love sweets. A joyful clamour answers Avu's speech. Haranka claps her hands. An interesting story, Avu. I'm so glad you're back. How have things been going in my absence? I don't know if you've heard, but after you left we were kicked out of Dresden. They said it was for our own good as well as the common good. It was hard for the free crusaders to live among the unfree ones. Well, I don't know about our strict, well-trained paladin friends, but it's definitely worked out best for us. We didn't have to look at their long faces anymore. Ranker snorts. Skirrenthal. In your absence, Commander. Dear Commander, we mastered a new tactic. We regularly hold joint military exercises with our allies, the halfling warriors. They charge from hidden positions in the crowns of our quickwoods. We're learning to pretend to be an ordinary grove so we can trap unsuspecting demons. It was us, the mimics, who came up with the idea. We're true masters of tactics. But demons don't go in because they aren't suspicious. Quite the opposite. They see a grove growing in the middle of the world wound. How could a grove grow there? They fly over to investigate, and then we let them have it. Mimic. Has anyone seen early sunset here recently? Yes, he briefly stopped by. He said he needed to find you and that he'd come back after you returned. An odd creature he is. He surely is. I wonder where he is and what he's up to. I bet my tale will meet him again. Wait, no, I don't want to lose my little tail. Did anything unusual happen in my absence? The island experienced a few minor quakes, but nothing serious. We all felt a sudden surge of power and thought it must have something to do with you. Ilks and I conferred and decided it must have a special connection to you, much like Avu. She grows with your power, and the island also changes because of it. I'm happy to see all of you, but I must go now. Neil, wait! And Ranka slaps herself in the forehead. I'm so excited to see you return from the abyss that I forgot to tell you something important. We recently had a dream, a prophetic one, to be sure. In that dream, our island learned to fly. Not just hover or float, but true flight. It followed you like a dog on a leash. Not like a doggy, but like me, Avu pouts. By the way, having your own little dragon is way better than having your own flying island. Having both an island and a dragon is even better, no? It's very convenient if you ask me. Neil, we can always return to the island to rest and recover from the filth of the world wound. And we can fly behind and help if you need it. Wow. So as I'm just walking along the land, the massive island, floating islands, it's fine. What in the hell? Here's the thing, Neil. I think you should listen carefully to yourself. Perhaps you can figure out how to steer the island. Just in case, I'll tell the sculptors to stop working on the equestrian statues prancing along the edge. If the island starts to fly, they'll all fall off. Where are the little dragons? Ah. Is that a mimic? Soon, we'll train the cultists like this, and they'll start to shy away from every chair and bed they see. Little dragons. Are they? Yes. Nothing new. Given those trees. They're both here. Minks.
Rely on me.
Nice island. I like it. Just a thing to recuperate after being enslaved in the abyss. Can restore our strength in the gaboons. Wyvek is used to crushing, not being a friend. Strange place, strange allies. Young woundworm. Dragonlings clearly recognize you and show their teeth in friendly grins. Oh my god. Hear the flapping of the wings. Oh my god. I should have placed money on the commander returning from the abyss. Bandits to demon fighters. Not such a bad story, is it? Mints. This is all hiding away.
Let's head out.
Hello. Oh, so cute. These people. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Makes my head spin.
No reason to pause. A
Me as
bright
well.
future awaits us.
Frank. Neil has returned from the abyss. Everything will be fine now. Our court is a place where you can always breathe freely. Who could have imagined back in Cannabis how much our fate would change?
I will help where I can.
Let us be careful.
Wait.
Don't mind me.
Open your heart to me.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Gingerbread demon. Wait, there's another dragon thing. Wait, there are 3? What? Was that? Oh, wait, is that the same one that wandered around? Maybe back there. You have a good island. The demons are used to owning the sky. They were the only ones who could fly. Now we can fly too. Skill and Thor. Have your trees grown?
Together, we
Hope
stand.
is like a sapling, must be nurtured. Oh, dear voice,
I'm gone.
The tree's growth has developed surprisingly fast. The quartz magic must have had something to do with it. Just rest where I am now then. Island can float. Well then, let's head down to the Chitty Creek, down here. Go do that quest. Save if we do that. I'll do some other quests again. I'm glad to be out of the abyss, finally. The abyss that is this game. Yeah. Let's see if there's one else. Dragon Mythic Path just seems incomplete. Chief Sol, the Mongols. Chief Sol Slowly, barely moving, a formless figure shuffles toward you. When it finally draws near, you realize it's Chief Sol. The state of him. The wound has desiccated him, drained him of all of his last vestiges of strength. His clothes are caked in blood, his eyes are glazed and rolling in his head, and black saliva trickles from his limping, gaping mouth. Sol, is this really you? Sol, what are you doing here? Sol stares at you for a while as if he doesn't recognize you, but his awareness slowly sharpens. Commander, to Dresden. I'm going to Dresden. Need to gather rescue. Easy, easy. We'll rescue everyone, alright, Sol? Commander is back. Everything's going to be fine. You're alone. Where are the other Mongols? Shava, Melek, his lair. They're all there. Do you know where Sabamelek's lair is? Sol gestures vaguely in the direction he came from. There. Lang gives you a worried look. He's not himself. We need to get him to the healers first. Maybe he'll remember something once he gets some rest. Escort Sol back to Dresden. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Sol coughs violently. Commander, you're the commander. Need to get to Dresden. There. We'll talk there. So. Oh, dude, man. I disfigured. Okay. Already back to town. The humans. No, yeah. None. Sol is looking better. His wounds have been bandaged, his gaze is more lucid, yet he's still not the same peaceful old man you left in Dresden. His haggard, pale face bears the mark of emaciation and death. A commander is back. Sure am I. I can't believe it. Lan chuckles. He must be charmed or something. I bet Sabamelek thinks you must have died long ago. But here you are, wheezing away. Come on then, tell us what happened. We need to hurry. What happened to the Mongols while I was gone? So lets out a wheezing, heavy sigh. At first, nothing unusual. We were just living our lives. But then the whole tribe got stricken with something. It was like a disease. Your arms ache, your legs ache. It tears you from the inside. Nobody knew anything about it. And then, one night, we all woke up. Sol thinks for a moment. Can't remember what came next. I remember opening my eyes, and I'm walking out of the gate. A guard stopped me, and I say, Lady Anaria's orders. He doesn't believe me. Now just grab him and... Oh, I don't remember. I really don't. Sol shakes his head as if trying to drive away the dark thoughts. Like a nightmare it was. I remember us walking a long way. I remember the white eyes of a demon. People screaming. It's sickening to remember. I can guess what was happening there. Sabamelek performed his vile ritual again. Yes, he fed them human flesh, and when that wasn't enough for some, he would sting them with his poison. Sol shudders. Those who survived became something else. Why were you wandering alone in the wound? Sol's face crumples as if he's about to cry. I'm old, weak, good for nothing. Not even for being a demon slave. They poured blood down my throat, and still, I couldn't get the power all our tribesmen got. So the demon just said, "Begone, carrion. Let the wound kill you. You're on your last legs all the same. Useless, I am." No, you're not useless. Sabamelek underestimated you, but you beat him. You survived, and you made the journey back. All I could ever wish for is to be half as tough as you are, so... Do you remember where Saramalek is holed up? Yes, there were ruins, Valley of Temples, he called them. Sol frowns as he searches his memory. He said something about a city hanging over a rift, an ancient city. Valley of Temples. The City of Eyes. It's a funny coincidence that we need to go there anyway. Although it's not much of a surprise really. The demons are either cowards or idiots, so that's probably why Saramalek is sticking close to Eyes. So we can turn tail and run back to his friends if things get ugly. How are you feeling, Sol? Sol looks at his shaking hands. I'm done, Commander. My service is over. He said his poison makes us stronger, but my body can't take it. My time is short. If only I could know that my tribe will return, then I could lie down and die in peace. Now he's been poisoned and slowly dying as well. Jesus. I'll bring you people back, Sol, don't worry. We will, Chief. I've sworn to destroy Saramalek no matter what it takes, and I'll keep my word. Maybe you can't. Maybe there's no bringing him back anymore. Whoever's poisoned is poisoned forever. But seeing them before I go, even like that, would be a blessing. Lan chuckles bitterly. Hey now, the commander has already promised you that we'll get everyone back. Don't make him reconsider, and don't you go die on us before we get back, you hear? Can't die, must wait. Is this our destiny, to live as demon slaves? Oh, so man. It's like in constant pain or poor dude. To Chili Creek again. The army. Yeah. I want to get the other general first. Wait 2 days, 5 hours first. Economy, army, freeing the prisoners. Human growth increases by 20%. Repeatable. Can say it is. Start on that. Wait to do that until I've got that other building built. Get rid of the cameras added the clerics now. So, quest-wise, finding quests. Go as land to find Savamalek and the Mongols. Dare into the place. Hell Knight outpost with Redgill. Deal with a bladesmith. Bladesmith is in the City of Eyes, isn't he? Wait for news. Calm before the storm. Never has that phrase been more apt. Every one of the commander's followers is certain that something extraordinary is about to happen. But what and when? Find Queen Galfrey. Find the prison of the Hand of the Inheritor. Find Captain Sealkin. Find Winter Saffron. What is the quest doing? Next day. New. Save button, bottom left, always shows the new notification icon. The Hedge Knights. Yeah, the general with black face. Here we go, random encounters.
Be careful, everyone.
Oh. I hate random encounters within the Basu, though. Oh wow, frightful presence. Wow. Abu causing frightful presence. I think it is. I think he's a dragon. Now how's that? Yeah. Some demons just run away from her. Insane.
The light take you!
Silly. Just see them screen. Die already. Kind of annoying actually. Maybe stop making anyone run away. In case because I'll play that. Pretty cool though, wow. Going. Nah, I want to keep everyone going with my spells. Next day, news. That's it. New rank ups available. Military. Got military to level 6. Army thing. Now that's repeatable, that one. I will do that one. Okay, what's that? It always shows that notification icon, there's nothing new. Kind of annoying. Two more rangers. Here, join the army. I think I can go. Show you what I can do earlier. The other general now available. 10 hours, 20 minutes. And then we start doing the battles again. on here?
Everyone counts on me.
My spell.
Our duty calls.
Journal. What? Commander! The cleric is lying on the riverbank. Sand is soaked with his blood. Save Melissa! Swarm, wow. What happened to you? This village, so beautiful, so peaceful, so many good people living here. Something has been worrying me since the day I came here. I couldn't stop thinking about all the strange rituals in the grove, and all the weird conversations about firstborns being doomed to die. I tried not to think too much about it. The villagers were not willing to embrace the faith of Erastil. They didn't want to appear judgmental. But I was wrong. I should have trusted my instincts. There's great evil at work in this village. When Melissa and I decided to get married, she told me that she wanted to do it under the rites of Erastil. I hadn't asked her to do that. She already made up her mind. It was entirely her decision. She asked me not to tell Markel about it. We tried to keep things quiet, but he found out about it anyway. Well, he grew more and more gloomy with every passing day. I did not understand what was going on until Melissa finally told me the truth. Something that everyone else in the village knew except for me. Locals perform their wedding rites upstream from the isle on a boat. The bride is supposed to take off her wreath and send it floating down the stream, while she recites a horrible profane oath that I do not wish to repeat. You see, when she gives away her wreath, she also promises to give her firstborn to the river, body, mind and soul. It may not happen right away, it may take years, but in the end the river will always take what belongs to it, and Markel is a few minutes older than Melissa. Melissa's the firstborn out of those two. You see, the dying man whispers hoarsely, and hear the anguish in his voice. People of Chili Creek believe that they worship the river, but these rites are not druidic in nature. They are not the rituals of the Green Faith, or the cultic practices of some minor deity. No, this malevolent force, whatever it is, has a physical presence in this world. Markel has lost his mind. His parents swore to give him to this monster. Now it has deprived him of his sanity. He took Melissa to the Isle. That's probably where the monster lives, and where sacrifices to it are made. So the locals sacrifice their firstborns to the river, and the bridal wreath is part of the ritual. Not exactly. The locals are decent people. They don't kill their children with their own hands. The wreath is a sign of obedience. The future parents agree that the river can take their firstborns whenever it wants. It has the right to take their bodies or their minds. It can summon them at any time and demand services from them. And sometimes the river exercises that right. There's more. Markel was the firstborn son, the older twin. When he did this to me, he wasn't himself anymore. I believe that the river took control of him. Whatever monster the locals worship has been controlling his thoughts and actions. What must I do to save Melissa? Markel took her to Pikefin. It's an isle in the middle of the river. You can see it from here. Indeed, if you look closely, you can see a small rocky isle, partially observed by the river mist. Something drove him insane. The evil that has controlled this village for all these years, it lives on the isle. Take one of the boats from the village. Set her free. Need help, General. No, it's too late for me. I can already hear Rastil's hunting horn. My god is waiting for me. All I ask is that you save my wife. My journey through this world. The cleric can barely speak. He coughs up blood and continues weakly. My journey is over. Journal, no. I've been gravely injured. Who did this to you? Markiel. He wounded me and threw me into the river. I guess he thought I'd drown, but somehow I made it back to shore. Perhaps it was the old Deadeye himself who helped me, so that I could speak to you. The cleric is having difficulty breathing. The cleric's having difficulty breathing. Markiel, but it isn't his fault. He hasn't been himself. The evil of the river has driven him insane. He must be stopped at all costs. But if you can, if it's at all possible, try to save him too. Farewell, General. Rest in peace. Save her. The cleric's breath is shallow and ragged. His quivering lips go still. His eyes close, and he passes away to his god. No! Damon, resurrect him.
Let's head out.
General. Oh my god.
We should
Normal haste there. Yeah.
observe the others.
I restore
Learn
spells right
from
now.
their mistakes before they learn from yours.
He's tiring critical as well. Do this. Water. You resist
The
water.
waiting's never fun.
He's cold.
Rely on me.
Watch each other.
Into the fray! No glory without risk!
He doesn't know. Oh. Well, anyway.
No reason to pause.
Obliterated. Where'd it XP do we get from them? 180. No, nothing now. Sail to the island.
Let us be careful.
We'll go to the village first.
I'm all ears.
Skip the pleasantries.
Village. How terrible a murder! Nothing like this has ever happened in a village before. Poor Journal, I'll miss his tales about the Crusade. Can't believe it, the commander himself. I bet it's because of that dreadful murder, right? Well, I have nothing to hide. Honest to gods, I don't know nothing about it. And you say we don't need clerics, we have our river, she's our mother. What Marco did was unthinkable. He used to be such a nice guy, he never even got drunk. Just say that. Good riddance, I say. Should have known better than to try and ruin Melissa. Wow. Shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Besides, he didn't deserve to die. Black eye is one thing, but murder is going too far. It had nothing to do with Melissa. Marco has lost his mind. He's been moping around for days, mumbling about the river and the island. Well, what do you expect? He's a firstborn. The icy wheels allowed him to live, but it took his sanity instead. It's horrible. Wonder what will happen to him now. Is that it?
Tread lightly.
What is more dangerous, the unpredictability of nature, the hostile intentions of another? The malevolent force hiding on this isle is as wild, volatile, and ruthless as the natural world. But it also has a cunning intelligence, a devious and vindictive desire to keep away unwanted visitors. As soon as the commander reaches for the oars, the water around the boat turns into a thick sheet of ice that freezes the vessel in place. What will the commander do now? Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, well. Try to break the ice with his weapon. Solid ice is strong, but metal is stronger. So a good deal of slashing and hacking. The boat is finally free from its icy shackles. Commander sets off for the shore of the small rocky isle. His journey does not go unnoticed. It seems that someone on the isle does not like uninvited guests. Suddenly, the mist that rises from the surface of the river thickens into a dense cloud of fog. It blinds the commander and obscures his surroundings. Where is the shore? Where is the isle? The fog is so thick, the commander cannot even see the oar he is holding in his hands. What will the commander do now that he is blinded by fog? Close his eyes. It's time to navigate by sound rather than by sight. Seated, the sound of running water, the splash of a fish, the wind rustling through the branches of the forest, the sound of a bird chirping on a shore far away. All of these sounds paint a picture in the commander's mind that no fog can hide. A light breeze slowly begins to dissipate the cloud of fog. The boat is headed straight toward the island. It will not be long before the commander reaches the black rocky shore of the pike fin. The rocky isle is so desolate and bare. Blue-grey lichen and a few sparse straggling weeds are all that survive on this black rocky shore. Further inland, the entrance to a cave gapes open like a toothless mouth. Suddenly, a violent gust of wind sweeps out from the entrance of the cave toward the river. The water, which was calm only moments ago, begins to swell into massive foaming waves that threaten to smash the boat into the boulders along the coast. How will the commander reach the shore? Throw an anchor toward the coast and attempt to latch onto the rocky shore. Succeeded. The anchor catches hold of the black rocks along the shore. The rope goes taut and the commander is able to safely disembark. The moment the boat touches the shore, the storm subsides as suddenly as it started. It is hard to believe that only moments ago this calm, lazy river was a maelstrom of raging waves and rushing currents. The air is still and peaceful. The howling gales and roaring winds have completely subsided. The isle looks calm, but so did the river. Looks can be deceiving. The lichen-covered black boulders along the shore do not look like they have ever been disturbed. It would be easy to assume this island is uninhabited. There are no bones or any traces of any rituals. But after moving further inland, the commander sees Margil's boat. It has been carefully pulled up onto the shore beyond the reach of the waves. Noises can be heard from within the cave ahead. There's a shrill, angry voice followed by the sound of a woman's scream. Explore the cave and find the source of evil.
I found.
Might be traps, might be
something.
treasure. This is my kind of work.
What's that there?
Something wrong? Pretty good, aren't I? Ask nicely. My tail is twitching. Must be a sign. This is my kind of work. This is my kind of work. Pretty good, aren't I?
I found something.
Any traps?
This is my kind of work. This is my kind of work.
What's that there?
Pretty good, aren't I? Might be trap, might be treasure. I'm here. Where else would I be? This is my kind of work.
I'm gone.
I like traps. There are the hags. Of course they are. Wow, look at them. Witches, hags. Wow, they look so good. 3 hags. Always in coven. The cave is cold and dark, the ground is covered in fog, and an icy current of air flows toward you from the depths of the cave. Water drips from the ceiling, and dim lanterns cast grotesque shadows on the walls. All these years we've been worshipping the 3 of you. All our prayers to the icy will, all our sacrifices. Oh gods, and our children, it's been you the whole time? Melissa is huddled in the corner, clasping a withered wreath of grass and flowers to her chest. She looks like she's been crying. Standing in front of her are 3 horrifying old hags. Markiel sits at her feet like a faithful dog. And what's so wrong with us, child? The old woman's skin is even whiter than her hair, and her breath hangs in the air like an icy mist. Her voice is kind, but her gentle words lack sincerity. Beneath her friendly exterior, she was cold and ruthless as ice. We do not wish to bring any harm to you or your brother. Unfortunately, you have not given us what we are owed. Deliver to the river what is rightfully hers, and both of you can leave in peace. You are always too soft, Lavixia. The hag's voice sounds like the roar of a wind during a storm. Her skin is covered in spidery blue veins, and her eyes flash like lightning. Do what you're told, lass. Hand over that wreath or face the consequences. You won't escape us. You can run, but you can't hide from old Lentinda. Loretta, Lavixia, my sisters, do you hear me? Do you know that what is destined to happen must happen? This old woman speaks in a whisper. Her blind eyes are as cloudy as the fog on the river, but she turns and points her finger at you resolutely. Look who has arrived! This is the one whose face was revealed to us in the dark waters. He's arrived already? Well, that is a surprise. The old woman clucks approvingly. We dislike uninvited guests. You are clearly strong, agile, and smart. We appreciate those qualities in a person. Very well. Since you are here, you might as well come in. Earnestly. Lesser, are you alright? Commander, Rastal be praised. Those things drove Markiel crazy and made him kill my husband. I don't understand what they want. Please save us. So you praise the old stag now? Ungrateful child, who has kept you fed and protected you from every danger. Did your mother worship the old hunter? How about your grandmother, or her grandmother before her? Did they offer him praise? I think not. The hag shakes her hoary head in disapproval. Lan, a little village with important traditions, Lan grimaces. Old traditions that are honoured and respected by everyone. And why does that sound familiar? Markiel, what's wrong with you? Lavixia reaches down to give the man at her feet a pat on the head. He's absolutely fine. He's a good boy, an obedient boy. He respects his elders, never talks back, and has respect for his mother river. Isn't that so? Barkeel's face is contorted in pain. You can see the desperation in his eyes as he struggles against the power that has seized control of his mind. Help me. Save my sister from me. The river always takes what belongs to her. Who are you? Who are we? Perhaps we are the waves on the river, or the fish in the deep. Perhaps we are the mist on the water. Are we solid ice or a raging storm? Why do you ask the question when you already know the answer? Letting his eyes stare blindly off into the distance. Haven't we already met between the two shores? My sister is wise, but she likes to speak in riddles. Levixi's icy blue lips curl into an amicable smile. We are the three maidens of the river, generous to those on the water, and revered by those on the land. We fill fish nets with fish. We keep the filth of the abyss away from our people, and we ask for very little in exchange. Ungrateful mortals. Loretta stomps her feet. We do everything for them, and what do we get in return? Nothing. Instead of being thankful for our protection, these ingrates have started praying to some old bowman. So you've been deceiving the villagers. They think that they worship the river. They have no clue that they're actually offering sacrifices to these three hags. Is this deceit? They pray to the river, and are we not the embodiment of the river? They make sacrifices. Do we not accept them? And when they ask for help, do we not help? Well, there's gratitude for you, mortals. We stay awake all night out of concern for their well-being. We fend off demons so they can feel safe. But instead of appreciating our efforts, they call us liars. If it was up to me, I'd make you... The hag shakes her fist. You shouldn't insult us like that. We find your accusations offensive. We are not mortal tricksters pretending to be gods. We are one with the river. The villagers have agreed to pay the price for our help. We offered them a fair bargain. The hag glares at Melissa coldly. This stupid girl decided to cheat us. If anyone here has fallen victim to deception, it's us. Right. They've been killing all their kids. Going on here exactly? That's I don't know. They did something to Markiel. They made him kill Journal, and then they ordered him to bring me here. And now they want. We don't want much, child. Just your wedding wreath. Give it to us, and the two of you can leave in peace. After all, we have protected you from all kinds of calamities. We have provided your village with food. Don't we deserve your respect and gratitude for our gifts? Will you begrudge us the one thing we ask of you? Melissa, why do you need it? Melissa wipes away her tears. You've killed my husband. I'm a widow now. Why do you need my wedding wreath? Failed in magic knowledge check. You can't think of any reason why these old women would need a wreath. Maybe it's just a ritual or a sign of reverence. Damn, failed. 82. I rolled a 1? Oh, come on. At least a 7. What did you do to Markiel? How have you managed to take control of his mind? How does the river control a leaf that falls into its stream? How does the sky control the fog that rolls in off the water? We didn't do anything. We didn't have to. He's a firstborn, and that means he belongs to us. In fact, he was promised to us before he was born. We kept him alive because we thought he might prove useful. And we were right. The river is patient. She does not need to hurry. She can take what belongs to her whenever she wants. That's right. He belonged to us before he was even born. He'll do whatever we tell him to do. Loretta shrieks with laughter. I'm gonna do it back, get that magic knowledge check. I don't think doing resistance would work. Show your old lady some respect, give them your wreath, but then you and Markel can leave. I don't know, why do they want it though? But, do you really think that? Melissa stares at her wreath in hesitation. Fine. After all, they're just dried flowers. I don't know why you need them, but you can have them. That's a good girl. Very good. The old woman looks pleased. You see, everything worked out in the end. And thank you for talking some sense into her. Here, take this as for your efforts. Its magic may be useful. And now you should all leave. Everything has been settled peacefully. Markel, you should leave too. You've served us well for now. We will not keep you. My head. Melissa, are you alright? Let's get out of here. Get back to the village as soon as we can. This accursed cave makes me feel sick. Give me a shirt. +4 insight bonus on saving throws against hexes and necromancy spells. The situation resolves peacefully and no blood was spilled. All's well that ends well.
Everyone counts on me.
A bright future awaits us.
Where will the river of fate carry you, mortal? What will you sacrifice and what will you get in return? We have nothing more to discuss. Leave our cave, never come back.
I will help where I can. Together we stand.
I shall not fail. This spell eludes me.
Fucking no. I want to keep these alive. I'm gonna magic knowledge check.
I'm gone.
Okay, magic knowledge check again. 2, 1. Resist them. No, let's just do that. I want to get a magic knowledge check first. See what that does. Succeeded. You recall General's words. When the villagers cast away their wreaths, they promised to give their firstborns to the river. Why would the hags want a widow to complete this ritual? Can only be one answer. Melissa doesn't know it yet, but she must be pregnant with her firstborn child already. So she gives him the wreath. They're giving their firstborn to the river. Yes, if you... You're right. Oh, Markil, who are you? Lesser, you're with child. If you give them your wreath, you'll be giving away your child as well. What? The woman places her hand on her belly protectively. She no longer looks afraid. She stares up at the hags in outrage. So, that's what this is all about. That is why you dragged me here. You didn't want the wreath. You wanted what it represents. You killed a man I loved. Now you want to take my child away from me too. Never. I will not let that happen. So that means... Markil can barely speak. He struggles to finish his sentence, but with each word he utters, he sounds less obedient and more angry. You are the reason I killed my brother-in-law. Thanks to me, my niece will never know her father. Now you want to take this child from her mother? I won't let that happen. I won't allow it. Wait, what's going on? Are you trying to rebel against us, boy? Don't forget, you will belong to us for as long as you live. You cannot get rid of us, no matter how hard you try. We just have to say the word. You'll be under our control. Michael grabs a stone from the cave floor and attacks the hag. You hear a disgusting crunching sound as Michael smashes the rock into the hag's arm. The hag shrieks and lashes out at the man, dealing him a powerful blow that causes him to fall to the floor unconscious. Kill them, sisters! No one leaves this place alive!
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Wait, are they still alive? Where did they go? It's disappeared. We saved them all. 30. All of them. It's just humanoid. Cold spells. Abilities on the hag. I mean, there's some abilities on the hag's in. Complete. Unknown. Lightning spells. Cold spells, lightning spells. Cast lightning. Some invisibility and summons. And some backing ray, what's that? Dexterity drain and stuff? We've got ice, just cold on. You resist lightning. Oh, why did I take so much damage? Could pull away, look on me. I'm confused. What? Does it say that? What? Oh, that's my demon raft ability. Dying. Phantasmal Killer Fortitude saving theory failed.
Cover me, all right?
Running away from a dragon. Wow, frightful presence ability in her. I'm so confused. Did it? We saved them both. Nice.
The road awaits.
They have them. Action plus 4. Order stuff plus 4.
I'm gone.
When does that last? Can you make a check? No. Hag's Surmise. How do you get that shirt anyway? Hmm.
I welcome your company.
same. Jesus, that thing's annoying. It's finding the log. John, what are they? Rapid Rippers. Never the wearer of these knee pads confirms a critical hit with a natural weapon. An enemy must pass their fortitude saving throw. Become vulnerable to slashing and acid damage for 3 rounds. 33? Wow. I need to put gear on you now as well, actually. You do a lot of damage now. You charge. You can charge. Anyone can charge. And the bull rush maneuver, which is different to charge. Equip Avu and Dog out again. You do a little damage now. Wear knee pads. Oh. You can wear brace, gauntlets, gloves. Okay. Yeah, look at that later. Outfit you as well, actually. You're not really bothered to much at this point. Just use your breath attack.
Follow my steps.
Melee damage. You do a bit of melee damage now. You're resting your dog back still. How long have you rested? Days. With my ability, I can just keep removing fatigue and exhaustion. And go for whole days and days more. Level up. That's temporary though. Permanent. Restoration removes 1 permanent benefit level. Anything else? Sturdy. Just because we're entangled. You got a negative level. Permanent. Get able to cure that as well. Yes, sir. Thank you for saving us from those monsters. I didn't think I was going to survive. And Markiel, I thought I'd lost him forever. Sister, forgive me. I've no excuse for my actions. It's not your fault, I guess. Those hags were controlling your mind, weren't they? It would never have ensnared me if I had not been such an easy target. I really did not like Jernor. I was against your marriage, and the hags used that to control me. Nessa looks down. After a while, she answers softly, I don't know if I will ever be able to really forgive you, but you're the only family I have now. What are the two of you going to do next? I'll bury my husband in the ground, and then... Melissa carefully places her hand on her belly. The rest will be my witness. I'll soon have my hands full, but not here. I don't want to see this river ever again. It's my fault that your daughter will grow up without a father, my sister. I know that an uncle is no substitute for a parent, but I swear to do everything I can for her. Are you going to tell the villagers the truth? I did, but they don't believe me. Melissa casts a glance toward the village and shakes her head bitterly. They don't want to believe the truth. They say it must have been a nightmare or that Markiel drank too much. They come up with a dozen of different explanations because the truth is just too terrible to bear. They'll keep practicing their rites. I wouldn't be surprised if another nasty creature comes to live on the Pikefin in a couple of years. I'm sure there are plenty of foul things that would gladly prey on these villagers, accept their sacrifices. I can't live among these people anymore. Markiel, are you free? Are you free from the evil influence of the hags now? I am. The hags are dead. I am my own man now. Thank you. Lester, I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. I loved him so much. I thought we had a life ahead of us. She wipes her eyes. Aww. Farewell. Yes, Melissa tries to smile. I'll pray to Erastil for you every day. Here, take this. It's an old family heirloom. I don't know how many generations it's been in our family. Now I want you to have it. Take it as a sign of my gratitude. I hope it will help you on your path to victory. Thank you for everything. Farewell. Oh. Ow. That's 3. Knowledge and law. Let's do refixing zone. After everything I've done, I'd understand if Melissa never wanted to see me again. Damn, I'm glad she hasn't sent me away. I never want to see the river again. I wish I could live somewhere in the desert. Oh. Go back to the village. Save. I think that sound is them loading in. Characters unloaded. And they're loaded back into the game. Can't believe it. Something else then, which I didn't see. Poor journal. I'll miss his stories of the Crusade. God, this is like entanglement as well. What's the strength check? 30. -2 on him. Four. Sealer. What
We will
strength?
win this war.
What? It's never fun.
Are we in trouble yet?
That was annoying. Land can't do it. Wait, let me. Jesus. What is right here? Oh. This game. Live a life. Live a life thing. Oh God, this thing, when will it disappear? Slow as well, which is the worst part. Can I do haste and well then, it's that anyway. What do we do next? Defeat Zinedra. She's still there then. Tal Knight outpost with Regiel. Look at that. Here, there. I need to explore more now and get a few of these armies. Awesome. Find Queen Galfrey. Wait, is that in the main quest though? Go there last. City of Eyes. City of Locusts. Yeah, I think he's in with the second thing. Franklin Godfrey. I think it's our main quest. Do that last. I'm gonna go up here and go do the Rituals quest. Then go up here, and meanwhile we'll start taking out some of these armies to explore it further. To these areas. Right, nothing around here. Teleport back. Put someone on the way. On the way back, teleporting back. Crusader. Brothers, sisters, I'm having a vision. I see him. I see the commander. The hell? Are we ghosts, or is that's just that effect that's still on us, I think. One of the disciples of the Holy Martyr. There he is, standing before me as if he were alive. A dirty, exhausted fighter in rusted armour jabs his finger at you, staring at you so intently that his eyes seem to almost bulge out of their sockets. Hey, Toil, look over there, it's definitely him. Turtle, yes, it's the commander. I swear by the holy tears of the Holy Martyr, it's really him. Turtle, the bricklayer who once stormed into your room to tell you Ember had been abducted, looks at you in awe. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, I see him too. Where is the martyr herself? A heavy-set tiefling woman with broken horns and a convict brand on her cheek takes a hesitant step toward you. Doesn't seem like a vision. Hey, are you alive over there? Give us a sign. I'm not a vision, I'm alive. The knights stare at you, obviously afraid to come any closer. Toil nods at you. Yeah, he seems real enough. We all believed Ember the Holy Martyr perished in the abyss along with the commander and her other disciples. Half a year has passed. But if you're alive, what happened to the preacher? Is she still alive? Ember's called the Holy Martyr now? Who are you? We call ourselves the Redeemed Brotherhood. Who we are? Toil scratches the brand on her cheek with gnarled fingers. The short answer is, we're all scum. Convicts, deserters, looters, even a few former cultists. Those who heard our Saint Ember's preaching and decided it wasn't too late to do something better with our lives than throwing them into the abyss. Not all of us were lucky enough to see her in the flesh, of course, but those who heard her sermons passed on her words to others. We even collected her teachings and turned them into a book. Our thinking was, though Ember herself may be gone, well, we all thought she was gone, her words would live on. They continued to spread and save those who were lost. What in the hell? See that, I used to be a miscreant too, before I got the chance to mend my ways. Gods be praised for giving us a second chance. Toil, the gods are far away. Better praise the people who can help each other to drag themselves out of the dirt. Once there were enough of us, we had the strength to fight back. So that's what we do now. We fight them everywhere we meet them. We didn't go with the Queen. We decided someone should stay and keep an eye on the city and the surrounding area. Turns out we did the right thing, since we met you here. Where are you going? I'm going to the unholy altar of Baphomet, the one shattered by the tears of our Ember the Righteous. The surviving Templars, led by the demon Thasgarod, decided that it was time to repair it and start offering up sacrifices again, since she was no longer here. They started with our former cultists. They keep them a captive and kill them one by one. We don't abandon our own people. We're going to free them and shatter the altar into dust while we're at it, along with the demon and his minions. I won't lie to you, Commander. We could really use some help, but we have no time to gather reinforcements. Every hour we delay could mean a death sentence for one of our brothers and sisters. If you and the preacher decide to help us, we'll be grateful till the end of our days. If not, well, we'll somehow have to handle it on our own. Did I go there straight away? actually timed. You decide to help us after all, remember to bring Ember with you. The demons will run as soon as they see her. Why do you call Ember the Holy Martyr? Everyone knows Ember perished in the abyss along with the commander and her other disciples, and thus became a martyr. Well, so everyone thought until today. What do you mean by disciples? Since when am I her disciple? Aren't you? You travelled in her party, listened to her preaching, fought evil at her side. Turtle, what are you doing here? You spared me before, though I deserved nothing but death. After that, I vowed to dedicate the life you gave me to spread the teachings of our little preacher among the people. Fortunately, I was not alone. What happened to your horns? I broke them off. The woman touches an uneven stump with her finger. You did? I'm human, not a demon. No matter what they say, I am human. Well, you called a demon because you're a tiefling. Being a tiefling is only half the problem. The real problem is this. The more evil you do in your life, the less good is expected of you. If you stole yesterday, you will also steal tomorrow. Isn't that fair? But if everyone treats you like garbage, all you can ever be is garbage. What other choice do you have? And if a thief has horns on their head, well, everybody knows what that means. They're a demon. What else could they be? I used to rob and kill. Got convicted. Sentenced to hard labour. Escaped and started over. I thought there was no other path for me. If honest people refuse to accept me, I don't owe them anything. I've done too much evil to try to repent. I've lived like a demon in the abyss. Nothing but evil in my past and future. And then I ran into these guys. I heard them praying for the demon's salvation. Well, at first I laughed. Then it hit me. What if I really do have a choice? What if there is something else in my life beyond this never-ending nightmare? I spoke with those who had seen Ember in the flesh, listened to them, recite her sermons from memory. Then I broke off my horns. And with that, I broke away from my former life. Oh dear. Familiar story. That's the thief's life for you. Once you're in, you ain't never getting out again. But you're no slouch. Maybe if you ended up with Sister Cosme instead of these losers, you could have been turned into a respectable person. Thiefling, are you? Boone spits on the ground. I didn't drag myself out of the dumpster just to wind up with those crooks. Back in the colony, I used to keep your lot away from me, with my fists if I had to. Now that holds doubly true. I wouldn't squat to take a piss in the same field as your kind. I'll come to your aid. Thank you, Commander. With both of you and Ember the righteous on our side, we cannot lose.
Follow my steps.
Okay. Wow. Just made a book of her teachings, you know, like her teachings are just be nice. Be nice to everyone. Everyone gets a second chance. Ember's magical persuasive power. So let's take Vigil. Gorgeous now. His companion quest. Go back there while we're there. Stay. More rangers. Any new things? Nothing. I'm busy. When the banners yellow. Oh, I need to kill some armies. Okay, that's fine. Do it soon. Wait, main army. So, can we now get her? Yeah, she's available now. So we lose all our armies. Keep our generals though, thank God. That's fine. Ooh. Get some of these combine these tools. Rangers, pure. More Yamo Azatas. That's in the mode there. You know why we have Babaus? Why the fuck do we have Babaus here? Someone explain that. Part of our army? Like, what? No one... unknown. I don't know, just been there and I don't know why. Doing as we can. Send them over here as well. We try this first fight again. Let's be save. Undead mammoths and zombies. So let's find undead army. No, our armies are gone. Like, what the fuck? Start over. We just save some money then. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Just then work on undead. They failed it, but they're not stunned, so I guess they're immune. Zombies failed it and they are stunned. Yeah, I guess we'll kill them first, they're immune. Fail. Extra attack. These guys, hedgelines. No dwarves. I had an army of 1,000 dwarves. Where do they all go? Son of a... Wait until it goes down. What? Get to... Yeah. So they can dispel magic and cure wounds. Only once. Dispel magic then. God, yard marksman. Oh my god, 325. Got loads of those already though. Yeah. them close. Try to stun them. Take the archers to get closer. Extra attack. Well, that's easy. Stun lock the enemy again. The Crusaders are not the only ones fighting against the World Wound. After searching the encampment, the soldiers concluded that it was set up by a group of mammoth lords and consisted of the representatives of different clans. Barbarians? You mean barbarians? They wandered too deep into the demon's territory, got ambushed, and made a defensive stand. The demonic plague claimed them one by one. Oh, they turned into undead. Damn, no, they're all barbarians and they had mammoths with them. Wow, that's pretty cool. Discovered camp of the mammoth lords. Yeah, that's how it goes. Wait, what's in this army? I didn't check. Oh. Save it. Oh no, they got a hero. Oh, they're stunning my archers. No. Hold for 2 whole rounds. Oh shit, they got a lot of enemies as well. Okay, it's gonna be tougher. What? They can go all the way across the whole map? Bullshit. They can't do anything. What's this? Come back. Yeah, it. Putting them in the running position now. Oh! Whoa! Okay. Inspect. Hi. Spell magic on him. No magic on him. Do any of them have magic abilities? Effects, it's usually called. Yeah, I don't have any magic. Yeah. Wait, can you heal each round? Wait, what was that? Did you heal then? That's why the position, guys. Wait. Don't know. Just come on, my marksman back. Yeah, let's do. Okay. Now you only get one heal. What the fuck is the point then? Oh shit. Didn't do anything. Ah, forget about these guys. Replace them in a different unit. Oh shit. Do any damage, and you get one heal. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, shite. So expensive as well. You lusty bastard. It's not free. Oh, he keeps casting it every bloody round. Oh, so they're just stun locked. Son of a... Stun lock you. Stun lock your ass. Assisted it. 22. Win them. You do nothing. Oh, you get an extra attack. Yay. Attack for nothing. Oh, okay, yeah, we're done. Take out those archers. Okay, we need a bigger army. We can take them out. Oh, I unlocked them. I wonder if if I swap the rangers and they just get the unit in the top left corner all the time. Or do they just go for my marksman? Get them to stun like the shittiest unit. If I just swap you. We're just useless. We just won't get any more of you. And the honor guards. Wow, a lot of health, armor, and damage. Oh yeah. Sending the honor guards down here. We get 3. Like, at least do something then. Right, just try that again and then just swap around. Stun these guys. I need them at the back. You can't go there. Well, ranges instead of marksman. There we go. Marksman. Easy with the marksman. Moving fast so you're stunned. I'm not stunned now. We did their worst units first. Only like a critical hit or something. Way easier with the marksman. Oh, I'm in blue at the moment. Wow. One loss when you marksman on them. No, I mean Ring of Chaos. I get for destroying them though. Anyway, no. What were they? Blood Rages. Whoa, they do the damage. Wow. I think I can lock them. Do them first. Try taking them out. Take 3 or 6 down. No. Wow. These marksmen just absolutely slaughter everything, man. Insane. Soldiers have wiped out a gang of wild and bloodthirsty Khelids, descendants of Sarkorians, who bent their knees before the demons. Their chief, a vicious witch in blood-stained clothes, died clasping her most precious relic. Wow. Wow. Join them. Ring of Chaos. +4 deflection bonus to armor. And the continuous freedom of movement spell effect. Only chaotic characters can equip it though. Where'd you get your deflection bonus? The ring of deflection. Pretty good. It's really unit effect. Don't like the Yamazadas who place them. These guys, and we'll get honor guards or something. Hardened veterans or whatever. We'll get the blood rages, dragon slayers, aren't we? Fine. What? Can you get somewhere there? Yeah. Okay, then let's continue going forwards. Regional squares.
We should prepare.
Still not rested, yeah.
Follow my steps.
The Orders committed all of their forces here. We'd chase the demons all the way back to Threshold and drive them back into the Abyss. There were many rumours about Paralicta Derenge back in Chiliax, however I'm not going to discuss them with outsiders. I hope I live long enough to see a Rilu Rawlish burn at the stake. No one deserves it as much as that demon of Beddigan Witch.
Let's head
Glory
out.
to Asmodeus. The Hell Knight outpost welcomes you with a sharp and inhospitable silence. Tall figures in black imposing armor tower over you. There are no threats or greetings, nothing at all. Regiel takes his place in the formation near Paralicta's Renthe, Tai, and Diothan. But slightly ahead of them, there's a barely noticeable shift in his posture and demeanor. It's almost like he's getting ready to perform a wearisome and unpleasant task. You all know why we're gathered here. Today, the Order's emissaries will hear the results of my investigation into the actions of the individual known as the Commander of the Fifth Crusade, as well as decide the fate of said individual. You're going to put me on trial. In a way, we have a problem requiring a solution. We shall solve it one way or another. The Orders need to know whether or not you can be trusted. I will coordinate the tribunal as someone who knows the facts better than the rest. Fine, I'll hear what you have to say. I will state the facts as they are known to me. You reserve the right to speak in your own defense. Regiel's voice remains cold and unpleasantly impersonal. I will start with the main reason for today's assembly. The source of the Commander's supernatural powers had been hidden from us until recently, and now it is clear. The emergence of these abilities was caused by a Rilu Rawlish, a criminal and an enemy that unequivocally and unconditionally must be destroyed. Whether the Commander is her associate or an involuntary tool is yet to be determined. I am neither. I neither cooperate with her or obey her. Seated. would be proper to present at least one piece of evidence confirming the cooperation between the commander and Vorlish the criminal. So far, your accusation has not been supported by any proof. Let us continue. Aside from the source of power, there is also the matter of its application. I cannot say the commander and some of his companions are worse than demons, but they definitely mirror them in certain aspects. Given the level of chaos they create, it is both dangerous and unacceptable. Whatever my power is, I only use it to oppose the world wound and to benefit the Crusade. Aside from the matter of the power Neil wields, we must scrutinize the commander's temperament. The main question of interest to us was whether we could rely on such an ally. What if he became a puppet in the hands of our enemies? To determine this, I took the liberty of staging a test that featured several treacherous demons. And this test revealed the commander's complete unreliability. He is incapable of seeing through demonic deception, and may be willing to cooperate with them, either voluntarily or as the result of clever manipulation. Previously silent, Jaeger takes a deep breath, puffing out his chest. I wish for the tribunal to hear my testimony in defense of the commander. Virgil's face grows even stonier. Be silent when your superiors are speaking. Objection. I am an initiated Hell Knight, and I have the right to speak. Like you, Paralictor Derenge, I have also spent plenty of time in the company of the commander and among the ranks of his crusaders. I witnessed the recent liberation of Dresden with my own eyes. I claim the commander is a fair and effective officer. We have no reason to suspect him of associating with demons. Paralictor Aminos, your testimony will be taken into account. You should have waited until you were spoken to, Knight. Shall decide on your punishment at a later date. Paralictor Derenge, your eagerness to silence a witness who does not support your point of view has also been noted. Judge me by my deeds, not by some artificial test. Deeds are not everything. Watching the reaction of an unprepared subject reveals much about their true nature. Aminos, enough! Paralictor Aminos Rent raises his hand, calling for silence. He and the other Paralictors exchange glances, then they nod in turn. We have seen and heard enough. The verdict is clear. What we have heard is sufficient to conclude that the accusations against the commander are unsubstantiated. We have no reason to suspect our ally of treason, or associating with a real Vorlish. From now on, the orders are prepared to provide all possible assistance to the Fifth Crusade. Virgil listens very closely, sometimes nodding in accord with the words of his fellow Paralictor, then states in a wary and disagreeable voice, I disagree, and officially dispute this decision. Do you intend to maintain your cooperation with the individual known as the commander of the Fifth Crusade, even after everything you have heard? Unbelievable. This stupid and perfidious decision puts you on the same page with the demonic lackey we have been discussing. Jaeger, you are mistaken, Paralictor Derenge. Jaeger says with some wariness, clearly surprised at his own courage in talking back to his superior. Aminos, Derenge, that's enough. We're not going to argue like cantankerous old men. This decision is final. You know that you have no means to dispute it. Virgil, this is correct, I do not. But I have a different way of correcting your stupid childish mistake. Virgil narrows his eyes, yellow eyes, and gives you a piercing glaze. I hereby challenge you to a duel, Commander. Aminos, this is irresponsible of you, Derenge. But it's lawful. I cannot interfere, even though I very much want to. The orders refuse to support you, and you are making a fool of yourself to soothe your wounded pride. Such behavior is not befitting of a Paralictor. Enough. Greet Virgil, as you wish, Virgil. Clear the room and make the necessary preparations. Can I rest first? Spread out. Give some space for the duel. I declare the start of the duel. May justice be done. I got no spell
careful, everyone.
Jesus. Dave's not here either. Oh dog. What? You bullshit. Visibility. Time trap. I reflect damage. No. I'm not leveled him up. I'm not leveled him up, so he's shit. Hold him in my vines, lol. Yeah, that's too simple for you. Exactly like you. Body spawn. For any summons if I cast a level 6 or higher spell. Aminos, enough of this farce and this petty squabbling. The verdict has been passed and is not subject to appeal. The Hell Knight orders have no complaints against the Fifth Crusade or its commander. Indeed, we are now confident we can completely trust you, Commander. From this moment, not only will the Hell Knights continue fighting in the World Wound as allies of the Crusaders, we shall also put our elite squads under your command. The World Wound must be stopped and closed. We will assist you to the best of our ability. Aminos gives Regil a steely glare. He also apologized for the actions of Paralictor Regil Durenge. He has overstepped his bounds and made a number of other questionable decisions that make us doubt his competence. He is henceforth removed from command of his chapter and stripped of his Paralictor rank, pending further orders from Godclaw headquarters. Regil's expressionless face is impossible to read. He appears to be unfazed as always. He simply shrugs in response to Aminos' words. There will be no further misunderstandings between us. There won't be, Commander. The purpose of this council was to eliminate them. Regil, now no longer a Paralictor, does not move or make a sound, but instead casts a quick glance that lets you know that he'd like to speak in private.
I believe I goes to surrender, Knight Commander.
Regil does not appear to be shaken or perturbed by what has just happened. His stern expression changes slightly, for a fleeting moment becoming calmer and more pensive. I'm listening, Regil.
First, I'd like to paint you a picture of the situation I found myself in shortly before we met. I was one of the first to receive the information about an individual, supposedly chosen by the gods, who appeared in Canopus. This message was followed by the news that the Queen of Mendev had appointed this person as the commander of the new crusade. The orders reacted in every conceivable way. I imagine that you and anything even remotely related to you was being discussed in every corner of every Hell Knight citadel. I did not have to be present to imagine the words spoken and the suggestions offered, nor the chaos. The orders often cannot agree, even among themselves. Anticipating the upcoming arguments, I submitted a petition and volunteered to attach myself to the new commander in order to assess his leadership and discover the true nature of his powers. But a good strategist looks far into the future. The role I gave myself was just the beginning. I watched and prepared contingency plans for every potential turn of events, such as if you turned out to be a menace that must be destroyed. or if you turned out to be a valuable asset and our best hope of triumphing over the abyssal host. An ally who must be supported, no matter the cost. I have been a Hell Knight for most of my life. I know the orders like the back of my hand. All our might, determination, and glory, as well as our weaknesses. Unfortunately, it was clear that not all of us would appreciate the tremendous potential of such an important piece showing up on the board. I could write dozens of reports, give you the most stellar of testimonies, and that still wouldn't be enough to convince the skeptics.
And what would you put in these reports? What is your honest opinion on me?
I believe you are our best chance of healing the world wound once and for all. There is more. I see you not as a tool or a game piece, but as an ally. And a commander with great leadership potential. Which is why it is so important to remove the division between you and the Orders.
Who did all that? Put on that act? Just to improve the trust between me and the Orders. What would the consequences of the Hell Knight's disapproval be?
For you, the worst-case scenario would have involved a war on two fronts. Having said that, I do not think things would have gotten that far. You have proven yourself to be an ally to the entire world, not a threat to it. Still, even the loss of support from the Hell Knights, or the hostility of individual highly aggressive orders, could have cost your crusade dearly. I wanted to avoid that crisis. Only a military tribunal would be able to resolve the issues between the Crusade commander and the Hell Knights. As formal a hearing as possible, to assure the Orders they had considered the case and had the chance to pronounce a verdict. The occasion also called for a sacrifice. A symbolic victim who would reinforce the impression of a successful trial and a unanimous decision. Nothing bolsters the reputation of the accused like the public humiliation of their accuser. I was the obvious choice for the role.
Oh, he did all that to try and make me look even better. But I'm really good. Rituals and wrong.
So I organized this tribunal and did my best to ensure that the Paralictors arrived at the only correct decision, given the circumstances. Of course, this meant that my reputation would be destroyed, and I would be stripped of my rank. But that's inconsequential. Such losses are acceptable.
Wow. This time, sacrificing these other people, soldiers. He sacrificed his own rank and reputation for his own pride. Wow.
I made no great fuss about the breaching, but I do realize the full scope of its effects. The Fifth Crusade is quite possibly my last campaign. The pressures of time push people to extreme measures, and I am no exception. My aim was more than simply to prevent the Hell Knights from rallying against you. I wanted to strengthen your alliance, to give you a powerful army, a strong asset in the confrontation with the abyssal host. My gambit was successful. I am satisfied.
Thank you, Rachel. I didn't know what to say.
I understand your doubts, but I am confident in the correctness of my decision. What matters is the result, and it has been achieved. Now that we are entirely clear, Let us return to the main objective. I still hope to see the matter of the world wound resolved once and for all. Should we proceed?
Yeah, free heal from Avu, look at that. Wow, Rachel. The pilot is still here. Okay, now.
Let us be careful.
Day today. Oh, that's been nice. Relax. Just forget it was Sunday. Vámonos. My commander. Can you tell me about Reggio now, after the tribunal and his loss of rank? Paralictor's gaze pensively drifts off for a moment. Typo. And the Paralictor's gaze pensively drifts off for a moment. We're sad to see one of the most worthy representatives of the Order fall. I must confess, I am surprised by what happened. Reggio Duenge usually gets his way. However, he immediately lost both his case and his title. At moments during the tribunal, it almost seemed like he was actually in control of everything that happened. However, perhaps I placed too high a regard on his competence. I suppose it's never too late to reassess. Found the ex-debaters. The entire chapter perished fighting monsters. I see. Thank you for the information. We shall commit it to paper. You were going to organize search parties, so it seems like you've saved us a considerable sum of money. I think it would be fair if we give you a part of it as a reward. 20,000 gold. Nice. We cleared up all of the misunderstandings. What can I expect from Hell Knights? We Hell Knights never let our guard down, even when dealing with our most trusted allies. However, we have the highest possible confidence in your reliability and competence. You have sent significant forces to your aid. We will not falter in our commitment. Farewell, Commander.
Tread lightly.
Wow! New allies, buddies. Why is Reggio paralyzed? What the hell? Could we remove Reggio dragon? Why did that happen? It's part of getting old, the bleaching. Okay. Right. Getting old as well, so he's like doesn't care anymore. Worth it. Wow. Turned out to be a really good, a decent guy in the end. Virgil, I respect him. Seemed like a dick at first. He's technically evil still. But you grow to respect him still. Damon's still like technically evil. And he's like become more good and better. Respect him now. Wait, let's save that. Oh, wait. Oh. And we'll visit the temple again and go up here to this dragon burial thing. It's up there.